Hi you guys, and welcome back to the channel. For this video, it's going to be another raw NYC vlog, and in my last video I did ask you guys for feedback if you guys like these, and the feedback was overwhelming with you guys telling me how much you do love just seeing, what it's like living in New York City and what I'm up to. So if you want to see a more badass cinematic vlog, tune in next week because I've been working weeks on this inspiring film about living here. But for today, we're gonna do a Q&A. All right, first question, let's dive right into this. Let's go with Tally Mayton, and she says, I love your vlog so much. Thank you, Tally. For Q&A, best coffee shop in NYC. If you guys remember, in the summer of last year, I made a video about the best coffee shop in NYC, and I gave it to a place called Gimme Coffee. They're in Nolita, Manhattan, and they're right next to this awesome, dope, artsy park with cool sculptures, so I gave it to them, but my friends over at Think Coffee do make a delicious cup of coffee. Thy Zach XS, is it very difficult for a foreigner who completed undergrad from a different country to get a job in NYC? So if you work for an international company, I think it may be easier and they may be more accepting to sponsor you, since you do need to get a sponsor from your company, which costs them money to get your working visa here. N Wong 95 says, bring back the late vlog, keep killing the videos, man. The passion you put behind all of this is inspiring. Thank you for that last part, I appreciate that. But for the late vlog, for those of you who are new here, back in 2017 when I was first getting going with this YouTube channel, I did this series where I went around New York City in a baby blue suit that I got made in Thailand and just documented the nightlife, and even you guys would write in, give me challenges and ask me questions, and I literally go out from like 11 p.m. until 2 or 3 in the morning just making a video about what I saw. Got to see some pretty crazy things though in New York City. Walter Rienault asks, keep it up with those great NYC vlogs and from time to time indulge us in those epic, exotic adventures. Thanks for such great content. Any tips for renting in NYC? I've had about 5 apartments in New York City, and I'd say 4 of them I found on Craigslist. And the reason why I like finding my apartments on Craigslist is because I've never had to pay a broker fee, which can be 1 month's rent. So with doing Craigslist, you go directly to someone who's looking for a roommate or directly to the landlord. World Ahoy asks, New York City is my favorite city in the whole world. Same. So I would appreciate more content on that. What's your favorite secret spot in Manhattan? I'm gonna have to give it to the Chinatown rooftops. I mean, I don't encourage you guys to just sneak on rooftops, but I know a couple good ones where it just allows me to go there, whether with friends or by myself, and just appreciate the views of New York City. And it's not so quiet since you can still hear all the honking and the people screaming and the typical New York City stuff, but it's a place for me to just be by myself since that's very rare here in New York. Also, I guess my backyard. I've been hanging out here like every day, so Chinatown rooftops and the backyard. Caleb Mateo commented, oh, this is an important one. I have millions of questions about NY, but honestly, I really want to know if you're going to watch Endgame. I think I may be going to see it tonight, but yes, definitely am dying to see Endgame. Nicholas Hills comments, are the high rents worth it to live in NYC? Absolutely. Actually, the film that I was talking about that I've been working on has to cover this and how it's so worth it to move here, whether you make higher wages for working jobs that are based out of here, and just even for me, I credit a lot of my success with my YouTube channel and my clothing and skateboard company from being based in New York City and all the opportunities and people I've met and networked with to give me a more successful career. So I absolutely would say the high rents are worth it to live here. Oscar Leahy asks, are there any good pizza joints off Times Square? There's a lot of dollar pizza by Times Square, and also John's Pizzeria is really good. Used to always go there as a kid with my dad. Oof. Joanna Patterson asks, what's the hardest part about living in NYC? I mean, I only do have amazing things to say about this place, but for me, I think the hardest part is just, it can make you feel very overwhelmed and can give people anxiety because there's so much going on, there's so many people, and I feel like I'm missing out every night if I go to sleep at 9 p.m. because there's different events just about every single night. Like tonight I have to go to an event, and even tomorrow. So there's so many friends doing stuff, and I just feel like it's a hard place to relax. It's a hard place to just like be in your mind and not think about other things. New York City to me is like the ultimate office, and everywhere else is vacation. So being here just makes me feel like I have to constantly be doing something, and it can make you feel burnt out. Also, it feels like a playground, just running around here every day. I'm so grateful to call this city home. What was your career choice before YouTube took off? In college, I studied marketing and finance, and I was interning at Morgan Stanley Investment Bank, and I just wasn't a big fan. It wasn't for me, so I turned down all the opportunities with that. And after I graduated college, became a delivery boy here in Tribeca, and I worked on my brand every day and started this YouTube channel. So very grateful for how things have turned out. Next question, let's go with from William Parker, who says, I am moving to NYC in August from Australia. Oh, if you can bring me some Vegemite, that would be amazing. What are some tips for searching for a room to rent? Do you think I should go tiny but on Manhattan, or bigger but off the island for the same price? For me personally, I would totally go the Manhattan route and get a smaller place, even though you're going to be paying more than living elsewhere. But that's just because, with what I do and always running around Manhattan and have to be here, it just makes the most sense. But if you're gonna move here and have an office in Manhattan or work for a company in Manhattan, it could be best to maybe live in Brooklyn, so you get the best of both worlds and you'll still be coming in every day. Blue Star says, I love these vlogs and I hope to move to NYC in the future. Thank you, and you totally should. The question is, what are the places you would go to if you were only visiting NYC for a day? That is a great question, because if you guys remember when I was in Bangkok a couple months ago, I made a whole what to do in 24 hours in Bangkok, and that video was so much fun to create. So I totally, within the next couple of weeks, plan to make a how to spend 24 hours in New York City video. So Blue Stars, I will answer that later this month. Robbie Hay asked, do you think you could come to New York City with little money and create a living there? For example, finding cheap apartments in Manhattan. Also, I'm from Scotland, come visit. I've never been to Scotland, so Robbie, I will probably be hitting you up in the very near future. But yeah, you could definitely move here and make something happen. It's obviously all up to you. For me, I moved here with a couple $1,000 and not a steady job or steady income, and made it work. All the opportunities here, I mean, I modeled, I was doing like such random jobs, but now I was able to establish myself and have a steady income and, live comfortably here in New York City. It took a couple years, a lot of risks, a lot of hardships, but definitely the best adventure of my life has probably been building my career here in New York. On that note, that is gonna be it for this Q&A, but if you have any other questions, you can comment them down below on this video or also send me a DM on Instagram. But next up, what we got going on for today's video, something we never done before on the channel, but I am very excited about. Someone who watches the channel hit me up telling me that they own a Acro Yoga studio in downtown Manhattan, and I have been meaning to get into Acro Yoga, so I took him up on it, and last week I actually came by his studio and he was teaching me a thing or two about it, and here we are again, back at his studio and here for round 2 of my Acro Yoga lesson. What's up, man?
That's how you get your back cracked.
That's how you, alright, so me next. So I just made it here to Warrior Bridge. I'm here with Sean.
Hey, what's up?
Sean, give a quick introduction of yourself and the space and what you do exactly.
So I'm Sean. I'm kind of a acrobatic generalist. This is Warrior Bridge. It's my studio. I helped open back in 2015. So we have classes in Acro Yoga, handstands, yoga, and yeah, we do kind of it all. And we're gonna do some Acro Yoga and handstands today.
I am so excited.
Now I'm starting like the big time. Now I'm starting like the big time, big time, big time. Now I'm starting like the 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 big time, big time, big time. Now I'm starting like the big time. Now I'm starting like the big. Now I'm starting like the. Something like a big time, big time.
Wow. That was great. That was great. Is that fun?
Yes.
Was it scary?
It's not scary. Just nervous because there's a camera.
That's what's scary was the
Yeah.
camera not even flipping around in between his legs?
I never feel safer than anyone when I'm Sean.
That's because you haven't done acro with me yet. That is amazing. The Human Torch. Well, Sean, thank you so much. I will definitely be back, so hopefully I see you guys here too. Thank you again.
Thank you.
That was absolutely amazing. To just do things that you don't think that you could do, that scare you, and then to overcome them is just the best feeling, and such a good workout too. I could barely feel my arms. But Sean, thank you again for letting me come do some acro yoga. But now, I'm here.
What's up?
Oh man, Dean, what's up, bro?
How's it going?
Dean also has a YouTube channel. You're from where?
From Cape Town, South Africa, so a long way away from here.
And you live here in New York now, right?
Yeah, just moved, so
And
new
we're
to the big city.
Yeah, and we're about to shoot something for his channel, a little like interview.
Little documentary, short documentary series, so keep an eye out for that on Brett coming up soon.
Yeah, of course. Say hi to your boyfriend. What's his name?
Hi, Freddie.
All right, so this is Cassie. Cassie works for Burrow, and she invited me out to come to their event. So what is going on tonight?
We're having a speakeasy to celebrate the launch of our Nomad collection. We're shipped directly to you. We have USB ports in our sofas and a bunch of other cool fun stuff.
So yeah, if you are here in New York, then you should definitely come check it out. It's right in Soho, and they have a very nice and big, spacious place. And if you need a nap or just want to sit down, they got plenty of couches for you. So this is the new couch right here?
Yes, ivory, and then we also have the leather.
So Burrow is a couch brand that ships directly to you with no middleman. At the event, I was also able to meet one of the founders who started the company while in college and has built it into a leading couch brand.
Cheers to a cool couch company.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome.
There's a secret door over there. Gotta say the password. Wow, this is crazy.
Pretty cool in here.
So this is a New York City event. Wow, look at this. But that's gonna be it for this video, and I will see you guys next time from here in New York City.